Greetings, everybody. This is Rocco Passafuime here at the Hands Across the Sand event, which has just wrapped up here in the Long Beach Boardwalk. I'm going to be speaking with the principal organizers of the event to get their takes on what it is about this event that is so important and how you can be part of the cause. We are here with George Proval of All Our Energy, one of the principal organizers of this event. So talk to us for a couple minutes about how you organize this.
Well, actually, I'm just a partner in it. Surfrider organized the event along with the city of Long Beach, and they've done an excellent job. Get several hundred people down here today to hold hands in sign of solidarity against fossil fuels in our oceans, including the LNG port that is slated to be, well, at least it's going through its approval process right now. And we're trying to stop that from happening. It's right in the way of proposed offshore wind farm, which would bring clean renewable energy to this area with no fuel needed. We just need to change the discussion of why aren't we doing that. It costs pretty much the same these days, and so that's what today's about. Today's about saying we don't need any more fossil fuels. We especially don't need a dangerous project off of our shore here. And it's time to switch to renewable energy, and the choice is there, and we need to make the right one, because whatever we choose is going to lock us into that for the next 25 to 40 years. So let's go with the future.
What in particular galvanized this, you know, in terms of the whole stopping of fossil fuels? Is there anything that's in particular that did that?
I think for me it was pretty much movies like Gasland and even Avatar, right?
Yes.
You know, kind of really awakened people to what was happening with the environment, especially with fracking and how terrible that is for the environment. So, and pretty much all of our natural gas is coming from that now. So it's not the clean fuel source that we used to think it was. So it's really time to move away from that. Climate is having terrible changes that have been happening to the climate. I mean, as we can see, with pretty much every month has been a record month, according to the government sources that keep track of these things. It's been a record high temperature. So if you look at the mean average temperature for the year, it has been moving higher and higher and higher. So there is something is going on. So we need to move away from the things that are causing that. And the sooner that we do it, the better of a chance we have of keeping worse things from happening that have been already happening, like droughts and superstorms. What do you urge the community to do to get more involved? Well, I urge the community to join with us and to let's talk about it. Let's talk about bringing offshore wind power here. Let's talk about how we can do more community solar, right? Some people's houses don't have the right exposure for solar power, and some people live in an apartment building and they can't put solar power on their roof. Why don't we talk about having everybody be able to have a solar panel somewhere else, not on their house, but that would generate electricity for their use? That's a community solar project, or a community solar garden, they might call it. Let's talk about these things, and let's talk about how we can make the change over and how everybody can have a part.
How can people contact All Our Energy to get more information?
Go to our website, www.allarenergy.com, and click contact and send us an email.
Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you.
So talk to me about what just transpired here this morning.
Yeah, sure. So we're here at Hands Across the Sand, where today hundreds of folks came out to the beach here in Long Beach to urge Governor Cuomo to veto Port Ambrose, move us away from fossil fuels and towards a real renewable future. This is part of a big national event where across the country, hundreds of events where folks come together to protect our beaches, protect our oceans, and our climate.
You had mentioned before that this had originated from the BP oil spill. Talk about that aspect and how this all shaped together.
Yeah, sure. So, you know, after the BP oil spill, I think there were Hands Across the Sands events before that, but that's really the moment where it became a huge national phenomenon. And I think you saw across the country Americans come together and say, we can't let this happen again. And now we find ourselves at a similar juncture, right? So the climate's in chaos. President Obama just recently opened the East Coast to oil drilling, and then just last week opened the Arctic to drilling. So we have our work cut out for us, but I think today really showed that a lot of people care about this, and that if we come together, we can win.
All right. And also, what do you think more people can do in terms of supporting this cause?
Yeah, so on Port Ambrose, this is a giant liquefied natural gas facility that they want to build just south of here in the ocean behind me. And so Governor Cuomo in New York has the ability to veto this project. We're urging him to do so. He recently banned fracking across the state. It's time for him to take the next step and veto Port Ambrose as well. This not only poses huge risks to the ocean and to local beaches, but really to our climate as well, as it locks us into years more dependence on natural gas and dirty fossil fuels. Governor Cuomo should veto it, and folks to do that should call his office, should sign petitions, should come to his office and urge him to do the right thing and veto the project.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, thanks.
We're here with Kevin O'Keefe from Sane Energy Project, and talk to us a little bit about what spurred on this event today.
Well, today was a hands across the sea, or the sand, and it's a lot of other issues with regards to what's being proposed off the shores of Long Beach. There's a proposed LNG port that's proposed to be built in the ocean itself to bring liquefied natural gas into the island. The groups that are here are opposed to it as well.
What do you hope to accomplish? What do you want people to do as a result of your activism?
Our activism is looking for us to reach out to Governor Cuomo. Actually, we're sending postcards to Governor Cuomo. We're asking people to make phone calls to Governor Cuomo, asking Governor Cuomo to veto Port Ambrose and to stop LNG from coming to this Long Island beach.
Where could people come to learn more about your organization?
You could visit us online, saneenergyproject.org, and you can check us out on Facebook as well as online, and you can get all the information. Look up Port Ambrose, A-M-B-R-O-S-E.
What is, for people to really appreciate the magnitude of what's going on right now, what is it about this that makes this an urgent issue for the public?
Okay, the issue is this. They want to build a liquefied natural gas port, which liquefied natural gas is frack gas.
Yes.
They're looking to build a pipeline that runs 20 miles from the port to connect to the pipeline that is existing in Long Beach to bring liquefied natural gas to Long Island. We're opposed to liquefied natural gas being delivered. We're opposed to the creation and the construction of the pipeline due to the environmental disaster that will occur while they're doing it. You know, the destruction of the pipeline, they're going to have to dredge 4 feet under the sea bottom to bring the pipelines. All right, so they're going to do 19 miles of pipeline to connect to Long Beach, and then 22 miles to run another one to the Jersey Shore. So we're opposed to the full construction of it, as well as each time they make a delivery, there'll be a delivery of LNG where a ship will be out there for 15, 17 days unloading liquefied natural gas. The methane that'll be released is catastrophic to our environment.
All right, thank you very, very much. Appreciate it.
Thank you.